Conservative Broadcast Media. This is a Conservative Blues Show featuring Rick Webb and Carrie Shelton. This ain't your daddy's talk radio. This is in-your-face, take-no-prisoners, confrontational conservatism. We've got the keys to the bus tonight, so get in, sit down, shut up, and enjoy the ride. Now, let's jam. And welcome to the Conservative Blues Show here on Conservative Broadcast Media, featuring your hosts, Mr. Rick Webb and Carrie Shelton. I am Carrie Shelton, your conservative cult of personality, and there's my partner in crime, that right-wing renegade himself, Mr. Rick Webb, over there.
Yeah, right over here.
Right over there he is. How's it going, bub?
Oh, it's going, it's going.
Yeah, well, since we had our Election Day coverage special there, we went off the air before it was called, but I think we've all seen the outcome so far. So a lot of things happening still in the news.
That is correct.
Help me out here, buddy. Am I the only one that doesn't feel sorry for those folks in the Northeast?
No, you're probably not.
Yeah, you voted for a hopey, changey thingy, and you're waiting for some government agencies to go up there and help you out. I tell you what, have some good luck with that, buddy. I hope it works out for you.
Yeah,
Is that petty of me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just a little bit.
This is talking about here.
Say again?
This is you we're talking about here.
Yeah. I wouldn't be a cult of personality if I weren't, sir.
Absolutely.
Well, they had the big storm up there, and then they got hit, the hurricane force winds and turning, Jersey and New York, the upper northeast there into back into swampland. And then they got hit with another cold blast from a nor'easter. So, hey, how many times have we heard these people from New York, where every time a hurricane hits the Gulf Coast, yeah, well, they ought to move, man. Well, hey.
Yeah, well, you gotta just drop off of Long Island, man.
Yeah, well, hey, you ought to move, man. It fucking sucks up there. Excuse the F-bomb.
And it's cold there, too, and people can't talk correctly.
Mm.
If you would have had power 10 days ago, if you were so stupid as to send the people home and help you over the frickin' union.
Right. I mean, wasn't that ridiculous? You're going to send some people home that's coming to help you because they didn't pay union dues?
Yeah, that's just asinine.
You're talking about some ass-backwards, priorities here.
Right.
I don't care if you are a union member or you're not. If you can get my electric back on and it's cold, hey, the fuse box is right over there, buddy. Help me out here. Oh, man. All right. I tell you what do you say we go ahead and kick this pig and get this thing started up? All right, folks. You're listening to the Conservative Blues Show here on Conservative Broadcast Media. And we'll be right back. Don't you go away.
Busted. I'm Jody Miller. Let's get started. Well, Election Day 2012 is finally over. And you know what that means. There are only 1,460 days until Election Day 2016. Last week, Hurricane Sandy left thousands in the Northeast without power, food, or gasoline for days. Or, as the liberal media reported it, a great job by President Obama. As we mentioned, Hurricane Sandy created massive power outages across the Northeast. But the biggest blackout continues to be the media coverage of Benghazi. America's unemployment rate increased to 7.9%, a higher rate than when President Obama first took office. The liberal media would have reported it, but they stashed it with the Fast and Furious and Benghazi files. According to a new report, 40% of births in this country are to unwed mothers. Unwed mothers, or, as they're also called, basketball wives. Speaking of basketball, the LA Lakers are off to a terrible start this year. In fact, the Lakers have done so poorly, Jack Nicholson was seen buying season tickets for the Clippers. In an interview with David Frost, Paul McCartney said that Yoko Ono did not break up the Beatles. And then Frost and McCartney both laughed their butts off. And finally, officials in Moscow discovered a brothel on the property of a monastery. Authorities became suspicious when they noticed that the monastery was actually turning a profit. Thanks for watching News Busted, everybody. I'm Jody Miller. Make sure to tell your friends about us, and we'll catch you next time.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy, because it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy, because it feels so empty.
All right, and welcome back to the Conservative Blues Show here on Conservative Broadcast Media with your hosts, Rick Webb and Carrie Shelton. I am Carrie Shelton. There's my partner in crime, Mr. Rick Webb, right over there. Somewhere. All right. Well, I don't see him, but it's all right, because you know what time it is, boys and girls. We gave you the news, and now it's time for News We Don't Care About. That's right. All the inane babbling, the mindless mumbling, the buckets of baloney the mainstream media will try to shovel to you, at you, and on you. All the inane details they'll go on and on about all day long, which we're only going to give you one time here. So, you better listen closely the first time. Today's News We Don't Care About is brought to you by Yahoo News. Do you, Yahoo? Well, if so, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, and please wash your hands thoroughly afterwards. All right, headlines today in Yahoo News. Amazon Black Friday TVs may disappoint. Smooch from Perry charms boy band star. Report, humans are losing intelligence. Phil Jackson's power play. Finding joy in the ordinary. Spouses caught in scandal. Cruz's son on Red Dawn. BCS leaves team in exile. Taylor Swift stuns in that same old color. Can the FBI read your private email? What Warren Buffett values the most? Health benefits of kissing. Worse song than Friday? Smartphones, are they a health hazard? And finally, that's one creepy choice for a car interior. They're using the perfect seat covering that mimics the sensation of touching human skin. That's right, boys and girls. We gave it to you here first. We gave you the news. Now that was
News we don't care about.
That don't impress me much.
Yeah, well, that don't impress me much either. What about you, my brother?
Nah, no impression there whatsoever.
Although it was kind of creepy about the car interior that's going to feel like human skin.
Yeah, I can see Herman Munster driving that.
Speaking of Herman Munster, did you ever catch that remake thing that I told you about? Oh, that's a shame. If you haven't caught it, I mean, it's the one thing I would actually send you to NBC for. That's 1313 Mockingbird Lane. It came on the Friday before Halloween. I thought it was a nice little tip of the hat, a little homage, if you will, to the old Munsters, but not everybody seems to think so. Anyway, I tell you what do you say we kick this pig? All right. Yeah. Kick the pig. All right. Well, here we go. Well, as we note, Mr. Obama apparently has won re-election, although the tally seems to keep coming in on a daily basis. Was it just day before yesterday, or was it yesterday itself that Florida was finally called for Mr. Obama? And, Alan West, as we mentioned during the show last Tuesday, was fighting for his political life as they gerrymandered the crap out of his district. And now it turns out they've counted more votes than there are voters in St. Lucie County.
Yeah.
But there's nothing weird going on, I'm sure, right?
Oh, no. I mean, Philadelphia, Obama won, 10 out of 66 districts without a single vote having been cast for anybody else.
Right. 100%. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. More than 100%.
Now, well, they always said in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, they would give 110%. And apparently they have. But again, nothing weird going on there, right?
No, nothing. No. They wouldn't do that.
Well, what I do have for you is I ran across this piece here that lists the 10 dire consequences of an Obama re-election. Thought I'd share this with the group. And, Rick, I'd like to get your take on this, so listen carefully. All right, bub?
Certainly.
All right, so here we go. 10 dire consequences of re-electing Mr. Obama.
10 dire consequences of Obama's re-election victory. 1. Huge expansion of TSA and the surveillance state. Watch for TSA to expand its occupation of America by setting up checkpoints on roadways, sporting events, malls, and surprise locations.